Halo Infinite seems to be on the rise again with the recent announcement of Season 5. And we got further confirmation on 2 previously announced remasters. But let's get into all that. Up next. What up guys, this is Kalo and I'm here to give you the lowdown on all things gaming. And if you're new here, feel free to subscribe to this channel for weekly video game news content. Drop a like on the video and welcome to the Level Up. So before we get into today's news, I want to shout out the Twitch channel because once we reach 500 subs, we're going to start streaming on Twitch. So let's kick things off here on the Level Up with Halo Infinite and the recent Season 5 reveal. Season 5 will make its debut on October 17th, and actually really piqued my interest and might have me booting up Halo once again. Season 5, being titled Reckoning, will feature a whole lot of new content, and like I said, we got a lot to get into, so let's just get into it. So this season will feature Extraction Mode Reimagined, Flood-inspired customization options which are insane, 2 new arena maps, we got AI and Forge creation, a very welcome feature is you'll be able to gain Battle Pass XP in custom games, which does give players more choice as to how they progress through the Battle Pass. You'll also be able to equip helmets across multiple cores, and last but certainly not least, there's going to be a brand new hero rank. And one thing that is planned at least at some point through Season 5 is the addition of Firefight and King of the Hill. Now, the reason why I bring all of this up is we're starting to see Halo content come out on a more frequent basis. Season 5 is the 3rd new season release for this year, which also shows you that 343 really found their footing within this franchise. In my humble opinion, I really enjoyed Halo Infinite at launch. And everyone was pretty damn hyped to play up its multiplayer because it was free to play and was just a genuinely fun experience. But the problem I had with Halo Infinite at launch was the lack of content. And I think that all stems from 343 never really being prepared to ship new content out on a consistent basis. And again, this is very important for a live service game like Halo. Is it too little too late for Halo, or could you see this game making a resurgence in the near future? Now let's revisit a topic we covered a little over a week ago on this here channel, and that's the Oblivion and Fallout 3 remasters. Competing within the gaming world has always been this hot button issue when you talk about Xbox and their console exclusives. At one point, and I'll fully admit this, they didn't have much going on in that department. Nowadays, things have changed. Acquiring Bethesda was a big get for Xbox, and this gave them access to franchises like The Elder Scrolls and Fallout. Recently, Xbox released Hi-Fi Rush, and even more recently, Starfield was launched. And these 2 titles were exclusives that went off to be massive success stories for them. But those are brand new games. And Phil Spencer talked about releasing legacy games which are older titles that have history on other consoles. And we've seen this multi-platform release for titles like Quake 1 and 2. But keeping that all in mind, there have been questions around the Fallout 3 and Oblivion remasters. But according to Colton Eastwood, both of these games will be Xbox exclusives. But wait a second, he did go on to say in his own opinion, and I agree with him here, that both games should be multi-platform, but his source says otherwise. I think the one thing that's causing differing opinions here is Fallout 3 and Oblivion are way bigger titles than Quake 1 and 2. And Xbox can take both of these games and hype them up as console exclusives. They can do that and not only drive up console sales, but also drive up Xbox Game Pass subscriptions as well. Personally, again, I think these games should be multi-platform. But I also think that exclusivity tag depends on how much work they put into these remasters and their sheer scope. Again, a case-by-case basis. And if they just decided to go above and beyond for these 2 remasters, I think it's pretty entirely plausible that these games could be exclusive. But with all that being said, I'm gonna pass this question off to you guys. Do you think the Oblivion and Fallout 3 remasters should be console exclusive or multi-platform? But that about does it here. I've been Kalo. I gave you the lowdown on all things gaming, and if you're new here, feel free to subscribe to this channel for weekly video game news content. Drop a like on the video, and this has been the Level Up.